Hi there, thank you for joining me for today's workout. All you're going to need today is a chair or a bar, something about this height for support. And you can do the workout in bare feet or athletic shoes or socks with grips on the bottom, whatever you prefer. So let's get started with our first sequence. We're going to start by stepping into our natural first position, so heels together and your natural turnout from your hips. And we're going to stand with one hand on your chair or bar or your support. We're going to step away from the chair. So you're going to take that inside foot, you're going to step back, you're going to come down. So you're bringing this down for a curtsy lunge here, but keeping the shoulders over those hips. And then you're going to come back to that first position and take hold of your chair, and we'll do a side kick and then come back to that first position. All right, so we're going to do that 8 times and then kick. Curtsy lunge and kick. Curtsy lunge and kick. Curtsy lunge and kick. Good. 4 more. Kick. And 3. Big kick. 2. And last one here. Big kick. All right, and now we're going to bring it to the side and we're going to do leg lifts here. So I want you to tap the toe to the ground and then bring it up. So tap and lift, tap and lift. 6 more. Here's 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to bring it up and hold and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to hold it high and I want you to flex and point that foot 4 times. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and then just hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it back up. Great, now we're going to switch that to the other side. All right, so stepping into your first position, and you've got your hand for placement, so you know where that chair, that support is. You're going to step with that inside foot away from the chair bar and come down for that curtsy lunge. You'll come back up to that first position and then side bend as you kick that leg up. All right, so we're going to do that 8 times. Curtsy lunge and kick, and curtsy lunge and kick. Good. Curtsy lunge and kick, curtsy lunge and kick. 4 more. Here's 4 and 3, 2, and last one right here. Good. Now we're going to bend to the side and you're going to just lift that leg up to hip height and lower it with control. So lift, lower, lift, lower. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to bring it up and I want you to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to flex and point 4 times. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Then hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it up. Moving on. So we're going to move that chair over to the other side. I'm going to go on a bit of an angle here so that you guys can see what I'm doing. But essentially your chair is right to your side. So if I'm here, your chair is right to the side. You're going to need room to kick behind you with your outside leg. All right, so what this looks like, feet are hip width apart. So I got to get my place in here. So feet are hip width apart and you're going to step back into a lunge so that outside leg, the one furthest away from your chair or bar, steps back, shoulders come back with that. And then I want you to bring it up and I want you to hinge forward and touch the floor. all right? So it's gonna be lunge, bring it up, touch the floor, and lunge, and touch. 6 more. Here's lunge, touch the ground as you lift that leg, lunge, and touch. 4 more. Here's 4, touch, and 3, and 2, last one right here. Good. Now I want you to hinge forward at the hip so that your arm and leg, your outside arm and leg are parallel with the ground, and I want you to do hamstring curls. So curl in, out, keeping that knee at hip height. In, out, in, out, in, out. Keep going. Second set. We're doing 3 sets of 8 here. We're halfway through. In, out, in, out. Good. 8 more to go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it up. Now we're going to go back to that lunge and tapping the ground 8 times. All right. So lunge back, bring it up and tap, and lunge and tap. First 6, tap, and 5, tap. 4 more, tap. 3, and 2, good. Last one right here. Very good. Now we're going to bring it back to that parallel position with the outside arm and leg. You're going to flex the foot, bend the knee at 90, and you're going to press that heel up towards the ceiling. Little pulses 24 times. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Press, press, press. Second set. Keep going. Halfway through. Press, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it up. Really good. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch on each side before we switch to the other side. So ankle across the knee. Sit into those hips and glutes. And get a good stretch right there. Very good. We're also going to do that figure 4 stretch on the other side. Ankle across the knee. Sit into those hips and glutes. Great. And then we're going to switch that to the other side. So again, your placement, you're going to be close to your chair or your bar, your support, feet hip width apart. I'm going to go on this angle just so that you can see the side, what's going on behind me. And for placement, I got to go about here. All right, so feet hip width apart, and you're going to start with that lunge back. Shoulders come back, right over the hips, and then you're going to come up, hinge forward, tap the ground as you lift that leg behind you. We're going to do that 8 times. So lunge, bring it up and tap. Lunge, hinge forward and tap. Lunge, hinge forward and tap. Lunge, hinge forward and tap. 4 more and tap. Here's 3, tap. 2 more, tap. And last one. Good. Tap it right there. Excellent. So with that outside arm and leg, we're going to hinge forward and reach out to parallel to the ground, and we're going to go do those hamstring curls. So come to this position, knee stays at hip height, and then hamstring curls. In, out, in, out, in, out. Good. Engage that core to help support that lower back. Good. Keep going. Pull that belly button in. We are halfway through. Good. And we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Really good. We're going to go back to that lunge. Bring it up. Hinge forward and tap. Lunge and tap. Lunge and tap. Lunge and tap. 4 more. Here's 4. Tap. And 3, 2, and last right here. Very good. Now we're going to go back to that parallel to the floor position with extended outside arm and leg. And we'll go into those heel presses. So flex the foot, bend the knee, press that heel towards the ceiling. Press, press, press. Good. Keep pressing. Heel towards the ceiling. Pulse, pulse, pulse it out. We're halfway through. Keep pressing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it up. Good. We're going to do that hip flexor or that figure 4 stretch on either side again. So ankle across the knee. Sit into those hips and glutes and get a good, nice, relaxed stretch there. Good. You can also stretch that lower back with this and just ease into it and then switch to the other side. Very good. Bring it up and we'll move on to the next move. All right, for our next move, we're going to bring that chair or bar. It's going to be in front of you like so. All right, centered. I want your heels to be about hip width apart and just in your natural turnout. I might just show without the chair there to start so you can see. So I'm in my natural turnout, knees and toes in line, and then I step those heels out to about hip width apart, all right? Now, from here, you could keep your feet flat on the ground if you want, or you could bring those heels up, right, like so. Okay, and from here, we're gonna do a plie in the middle, and then you're gonna come up, you're gonna bring one leg up into passe, all right? And then you go back to that plie, and you're gonna bring the other leg up, alternating sides, all right? So we go plie and passe, plie and passe, plie, passe, plie, passe. Good. Keep going. Plie, passe, plie, passe, plie, passe, plie, passe. Excellent. For 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one there. All right, so same idea, but with that plie, I want us to pulse low for 3, and then go up for passe on one here, and then pulse 3 in that plie, and then passe the other side. So it's 3, 2, 1, passe. 3, 2, 1, passe. 3, 2, 1, passe. 3, 2, 1, passe. 4 more. Good. Passe. 3 more. And passe. 2 more. And passe. Last one. Bring it up. Good. Now, for that plie in the middle, we're going to progressively lower for a count of 3. Then we come up for 1 passe, progressively lower for 3, and up for 1 passe. So it's down, 2, 3, and passe. Down, 2, 3, and passe. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. 4 more. 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. 2 more. 2, 3, and up. Last one. 2, 3, and up. Good. Bring it back to that plie position. Take it low and just pulse it low here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep those shoulders right over those hips. Don't lean forward. We're halfway through these. Keep pulsing. If you want more of a challenge, take them lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're going to hold these low. Good. Hold low for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Shake those legs, and we're going to give our quads a stretch. So grab a foot or your ankle, point that knee to the floor, and stretch that quad. Tilt that pelvis forward, tuck that tailbone under. Good, and then we'll switch that to the other side. Grab that foot, point that knee to the floor. So what I mean by that, not out to the side like this, point it straight down. And then you can tuck that tailbone under or tilt that pelvis forward to help accentuate that stretch on the front of your thigh there. Very good. Always release that. We're going to bring our chair out of the way now, and we're going to come down to the mat. All right, so we're going to come down here. We're going to start with a round of push-ups. I'm going to give you the option here. So you could, we're going to set this one up on all fours. You could stay all fours, but you'll basically end up doing it twice because I'm splitting this in half as we're going to have one leg extended. All right, now, feel free if you want to go full push-up. You could, but for the pace and pattern of these, you might want to try it like this before you do that. You will gain a lot of strength and value out of it here. So one thing, check in with that lower back. I don't want you arching your spine towards the mat. I don't want you arching it towards the ceiling. I want you to stay neutral in your natural arch. It's different for everybody. You might have more of a curve than I do, or less, right? So go with your natural position there. And I'm going to start by extending my right leg out and then up. And we're going to do these push-ups here. So we've got one leg out. I've got to make sure that I'm centered with my weight here, centered through the chest. Even though that leg's up, try not to be more on one side or the other. You could, if you need, come to fists. If you have any sort of wrist sensitivities, also focus your weight into the fingers here, not into the wrist. All right, so we're gonna start with a single count push-up. So you bring it low and up and low and up. Good, 10 more, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slow down the count. Go down for 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, and down 2, up 2. 4 more. 2, up 2, and down 2, up 2. 2 more. 2, up 2. Last 1, 2. Now counts of 4, really slow. Down, 2, 3, 4, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. 2 more, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Good. Bring that leg down, push it back for a brief break, and then we're going to switch these to the other side. All right, so you come back to all fours. You're going to extend now that left leg and then bring the left leg up, and then we're going to start out with 12 singles. Down, and up. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slow it down. Down for 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, and down 2, up 2. 4 more. 2, up 2, and down 2, up 2. 2 more. 2, up 2. Last 1, 2. Now 4. So down 2, 3, 4. Bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and down 2, 3, 4, and up 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 2, 3, 4, and up 2, 3, 4. Last one. 2, 3, 4, and up 2, 3, 4. Good. Bring that knee down. Push back into child's pose and just get a brief break there. All right, now let's sit up and we're going to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae to get down to the mat laying on our back here. So I want you to start sitting like so, and then I want you to create a C curve in that back, particular focus on that lower back, And then with your arms extended here or tracing alongside your legs, you're going to engage that core and you're going to try to bend vertebrae by vertebrae. So one bend after the other, vertebrae by vertebrae, as you roll it down, engaging that core to control this, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll it down to the ground. Very good. All right, so we're going to do 6 roll up. So you're going to extend your legs like so. The first one I'll demo modified. So you're going to inhale as you start to roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. At what you know is going to be the hardest point, you're going to engage that pelvic floor and bend those knees. Start your exhale to bring it over. And then when you're going to reach forward, you're going to straighten those legs. Reach as far forward as you can. Exhale all that air out and pull the belly button in. And then when you reverse that, same thing, you're going to, when it starts to get hard, engage that core, bend those knees, roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and then straighten everything as those arms go overhead. All right, so we're gonna do 6. If you're not doing modified, you take that bend of the knees out of it. So inhale as you start to come up. At the hardest point, engage that pelvic floor. Start your exhale, pull that belly button in. Reach those arms forward as you exhale all that air out. And then reverse that. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. 5 more. Inhale. Engage. Exhale. Pull the belly button in. Reach it forward as far as you can. And reverse that. Roll down. Good. 4 more. Inhale, engage, exhale, pull the belly button in, reach as far forward as you can as you exhale all that air out and reverse it. Very good. 3 more to go. Inhale, engage, exhale, reach forward, exhale all that air out and pull that belly button in. Reverse, roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Inhale, engage, and exhale. Pull the belly button in. Exhale all that air out. And reach it forward. And reverse it. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale. Engage, exhale, reach it forward, exhale all that air out, and reverse it. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Now, last thing. Bend those knees, pin the knees together, straighten your right leg. We're going to bring the arms overhead. You're going to do the same mechanics we just did with the roll up, but you're going to reach over this extended leg here. So inhale, engage, exhale, and reach, exhale all that air out. And then come down, vertebrae by vertebrae with control. We're going to do that again, but then at the top we're going to add something in. So inhale, engage, exhale. Good. Now twist over the bent knee with those arms, then twist back and roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae. So we're going to do 2 more, but first one straight only. Inhale, engage, exhale, and then with control, come down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And last one here, inhale, engage, exhale, and then at the top, twist over the bent knee, then twist back, and then roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Very good. Now we got to do the other side. So this time I'm straightening the left leg, knees pinned together. Inhale, engage, exhale, exhale all that air out as I reach forward, and then roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae with control. The next one we add in that twist. Inhale, engage, exhale, and then twist over that bent knee, and then twist back and roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Next one, straight only. Inhale, engage, exhale, all that air out, reach, and then with control, come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Last one with that twist. Inhale, engage, exhale, come up. Then with control, twist over that bent knee, and then twist back and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Pull those knees into the chest and relax that. Gently rock and roll one way and then the other way. And then you're going to straighten both legs, reach arms overhead, and create a nice lengthening stretch through that torso by reaching your fingers one way and your toes the other way. Very good. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. I hope you enjoyed it and come back for more. Bye.